I think that's why this work is important because it shows the world that Blacks and African American students um, are people that want to learn and they have a history. Also, in our book, we added in that book, in our book, that libraries come from ancient Africa, that Jim Crow and slavery did not introduce us to reading, it stopped our progression. So I did add that part um, in our book because I felt that it was very important to show that ancestors that look like us did not just come with chains, and
Yeah.
our history just did not start with that.
Yeah, and I'm so glad. You know what? I gotta say kudos to you because I've been reading so many books about the formations of libraries, and they always really take it back to the European libraries. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, I'm reading this one book. Is the title is the Library of Fragile History, but it talks all about European libraries and none about like ancient Africa and let's China that had library, all these other places that had libraries that they leave it out. They just talk about the European library. So I'm glad you did put that in your book that libraries were in Africa. Because
Right.
if you read some of these other researchers, it if I didn't know any better and if I'm just reading that, I would just be like, oh, everything started in Europe, which
Yeah.
was not the case.